Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Curve, Sennheiser's deep dive into all things audiophile. Today we're in one of the most sacred places, Sennheiser's listening room in Tullamore, Ireland. I'm Jesper from Sennheiser, and joining me today is Toby Hatchett, the guy behind some of the most extraordinary audiophile bars here in Ireland. Let's roll the intro. Today we're going to do a listening session with a variety of headphones from Sennheiser's lineup, from the modern classics of the 600 series all the way up to the legendary HE1. This is your turntable that you brought. Tell us a little bit about it.
This is actually one of my touring turntables that gets used for a lot of live gigs and festivals. It's had a hard life, but it's been modified with a reggaeton arm and a good mid-quality cartridge for sort of DJ use as well as like listening. So it doesn't look very pretty, but it works very well.
From his workshop in West Cork, Ireland, Toby Hatchett designed and produced unique and handcrafted work that marries sound and space. His designs not only deliver impeccable sound, but also stands as true works of art. He is the designer and the builder behind some of the coolest audiophile listening bars in Dublin. And he's a serious record collector.
Let's start listening with the HD 600. Could you pick out a record for us?
Let me see. Okay, let's start
I'll
with
let you decide.
Let's start with an old reliable.
I'll get the 600.
Let's start with a bit of Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this will sound good on anything. So you'll let that. Have a listen.
These we actually assembled in the factory earlier today, just to get a glimpse of how they're actually made in the factory right behind this door over here.
Ooh, it's a bit crackly. Thought I'd clean that one.
Looking down on empty streets, all she can see are the dreams all made solid.
I just want to listen to the whole thing. It's amazing.
What else did you bring?
Oh, all sorts.
What does collecting records mean to you?
Like when I first started buying records was when that was the main format still. So
Yeah.
bizarrely, so to show my age a little bit, but essentially like buying 12-inch vinyl because you're DJing and stuff. All the music for DJing was on vinyl. CDJs weren't even a thing; they weren't even being used. So we're talking like early 90s, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll admit, like when CDs started coming in, I started buying CDs. There's a lot of producers that will, particularly like dance music, will only produce it on a 12-inch vinyl. So you can only get it on that. And sometimes they don't even give you a download to go with it. So that's the only thing. I've got a couple of records that it's like you have to listen to it on that record. Like, it's the only, and that's, there's sort of an exclusivity, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So let me see. This is Laura Marling. She would be one of my favourites, amazing guitar player. So I'm hoping this record is not as crackly as the last one.
Oh, my hopeless wanderer, you can't.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's much less crackles on that one.
Definitely.
God, the bass line, the way they've like played it, they sort of
Totally,
canned it
and
across
separation between vocals and bass.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And everything else is all spacious and it's all like swinging from left to right, and then their vocals just comes in right down the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked. Yeah.
How do you think it's different listening to music in listening rooms and then having like a headphone experience?
I think it might be to do with your attention. Because I think like if you're, like I know from my experience at home, I could put music on in the house, but I'm usually doing something, or I'm cooking, or I'm fiddling about. So whereas this, you're literally going to sit down and focus on the music.
Yeah.
You've got to sit here and listen to it. And so I think that's the main difference. Yeah. Because it's much more of a individual experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
you're not sharing it with the whole household.
And I think you'd have to have an insanely good hi-fi to get the sort of the clarity and the separation that's going on there. You'd have to spend so much money for speakers to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked. And then your room would have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Whereas like this is your room.
Yeah,
really,
the room
isn't it?
is like
Yeah,
you
it's
put
right
the
there.
room on your head.
Yeah, you do. Essentially,
Yeah.
that's what's going on, isn't
The next headphone in the lineup will be the 660S.
it? Okay.
Left one. Right one. So, what did you find to us here?
The glass animals. This is kind of like a very sumptuous, luscious piece of music with a lot going on. So it
Okay.
should be- Drop the needle. Glass animals.
Your baby's falling. You know I'm talking now.
Good. The reason I wanted to listen to that is because of all the sort of, it's got loads of those sort of tinkly bits and the sort of the
It's
animal
also
noises.
really coming clear through.
Yeah, I wanted to I'll just try something really, really stripped back and basic. Yeah, this is a nice one. Oh. This is Nils Fram, so this is just like just piano on its own.
Yeah.
I say just piano, it's never just piano with Nils Fram, but speechless.
Yeah. It's so deep and clear
The
and
sustain. The sustain on the piano just goes on forever. So much
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Almost
amazing. I wish you could hear that. That's just
Yeah.
that's absolutely breathtaking.